All right, Combat Convo, you know what it is, man. We back. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the page. So we're gonna check out this video of Kevin Holland and MVP making his debut, and we're gonna watch it and come back, man. All right, yeah, man, we back. So we're gonna watch this clip real quick and the highlights of the fight. Michael Venom Page versus Kevin Holland. Let's go.
Right there lands, body kick lands for Michael Venom Page. Another right hand lands. Another right hand lands for Michael Venom Page. It was, look at the first back elbow right here. Nasty. Lands on Holland as he tries to come together. Holland had the choke. He goes to his back, tries to cover him. Did a good job of landing some ground and pound. Venom Page lands a right hand, steps behind him, knocks him to the mat. Another spinning back elbow by Michael Venom Page.
All right, man. What you think? And I'll get my thoughts on the fight.
I mean, it's self-explanatory, man. I've always liked Michael Venom Page. I always thought he was like one of them hybrid type of fighters that could basically do everything pretty good. He comes from the same type of background like the Izzies and the Anderson Silvas and those guys, man, that could just basically do everything. He comes from that type of background. I mean, this guy is good, man. I do think at times he kind of showboats a little bit too much. I think if he takes away the showboating from his fighting and just focus on fighting, I feel like he'd have been undefeated because he only lost twice in his whole entire MMA career. Now UFC is a different animal. You know what I'm saying? He fought in Bellator, he fought in Strikeforce, fought in a few other promotions in his in the place London or whatever. So I feel like if he just simmer down. Oh yeah, he bare knuckle fight too. He did like a bare knuckle fight and did good in that too. So that's why I said like he basically all round fighter. You know, I just feel like if he just calmed down with the showboating a little bit, you know what I mean? I think he probably be undefeated. You know, because I mean, the funny thing is the guys that he lost to, I still don't feel like those guys was better than him. They just caught him because of his showboat. You know what I mean? Just like Anderson Silva. I mean, when Anderson Silva lost that first time, how did he lose? He lost because he was showboating. You know what I'm saying? The other time he lost because he injured his leg. But you know what I mean? So it's a similar thing, you know. So but yeah, man, he picked apart Kevin Holland, and Kevin Holland's no slouch, man. Kevin Holland's dangerous. And you know, they were already saying he's a future UFC champion, you know, but he ran into that Venom. He ain't know what to do with him. You know, he's very confusing. I watched the whole fight. During the fight, Kevin Holland was getting kind of frustrated. He was trying to call him out, tell him to come fight. Venom, you know what I'm saying, didn't even play into that. He just kept doing him. And he just lured Kevin Holland in, and you know, he just picked him apart. There were certain parts of the fight where Kevin Holland seemed like Kevin Holland was going to get him out of there, but as you could see, you know, Venom had plans for that, and you know, he's managed to get his way out of that every single time. So, you know, salute to Venom. Like he won that fight clearly, you know.
I always thought Michael Venom Page, I always compared him to more of John Jones sometimes. Not to say he fights exactly like him, but to me he was more of a John Jones type fighter than Anderson Silva.
Mm-hmm. Jones in him too. Yeah.
I think that I think he's okay. I don't think he is as good as as everybody says he is. I'm not really too impressed with him. I mean, I seen him do some crazy stuff, but I seen a lot of UFC fighters do and MMA fighters do a lot of crazy stuff. But it just depends on him. Like everybody has a weakness. Or nobody's unbeatable. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see more from Michael Venom Page in the UFC. I mean, honestly, it really doesn't make a difference. You could be in the UFC or you could be in MMA. You could be anywhere. It don't make a difference because if you in the MMA, it's the same as you fighting in the UFC. People say, well, the UFC is different. No, it's not. Look, he came in and he dominated Kevin Holland, and Kevin Holland is good. And he's been in UFC I don't know if he's been the whole time, but he's been in UFC all the time I knew. So
right.
You can't say, oh, well, it's different. Like, I get it. I understand. But I just need to see him fight somebody else. And I'm impressed by what he did with Kevin Holland. But, I mean, we'll see what happens from here on out. But, again, I want to see, man. But he got the W, you know what I'm saying, in glorious fashion. You know what I'm saying? You've seen the highlights. You know what I mean? So, we out of here, though.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to say, too, he came out like the Undertaker, too. Everybody's doing that Undertaker entrance. But he came out like the Ministry Undertaker, you know, with the cape, with the hood on. He came out like that version of the Undertaker. He had said in the interview that he had a lot more, you know what I mean, to do with it, but he was like, UFC told him to hold off. That's his first fight. You know what I mean? So he ain't do the whole Izzy joint when Izzy came out with the urn and everything like that. He ain't do that, but it was pretty dope. You know what I mean? He came out with the hood, whatever. So
yeah, well, I mean, we'll see what happens because
yeah.
I don't know who he's fighting next, but it should be.
Nah, they didn't announce it yet, but they said they're gonna be having a pay-per-view in London. So you know what I mean? Most likely he's gonna be on that card. So we'll see.
We'll see. All right, we out of here. Combat Konvo, you know what it is. See y'all. Peace, bye, man.